Christmas past, and real reality shows here on Chit Chat. Welcome to Chit Chat, a chance for me to share with you some interesting, encouraging, inspiring stories from around the World Wide Web. Thank you for joining us today as episode number 3 hits today. Atlas Coffee Club was founded to tell a story of coffee from around the world, exploring a new country each month. Their coffee subscription is a journey of exotic discovery, highlighting the regional differences in every cup. Made to order to guarantee freshness, their subscription is the ultimate opportunity for organic flavor and discovery of global variety. This month, their blend is Colombia. I highly recommend trying Atlas Coffee Club today, atlascoffeeclub.com. As we draw closer and closer to Christmas, I close my eyes and go back in time to when I was a kid, 8, 12 years old. We used to run out to the mailbox, my brother and I, in anticipation of one of the ultimate catalogs. These catalogs were huge back in our days. They were the size of Yellow Pages, and I'm sure I just lost half my listeners going, what are the Yellow Pages? Well, these catalogs weighed probably 8 to 10 pounds, it felt like. They were huge. They were Christmas catalogs. These catalogs came from all over. JCPenney's, Sears Wishbook, KB Toys, Toys R Us, Montgomery Ward, just to name a few. Christmas past memories, my brother and I would just lay on the floor and we'd go through these toy sections, huge toy sections. Stretch Armstrong, Lincoln Logs, Weeble Wobbles, G.I. Joe, you name it, we could find it. Baseball cards, footballs. It was some great times. My brother and I would be on the floor arguing over things we don't have yet, circling what we wanted, but I couldn't have what he had. He couldn't have what I had. We spent hours just trying to, what we wanted for Christmas. Fast forward to today. It's kind of sad kids don't get to live and have that experiences that we had back in the days. So, don't forget your Christmas past and those huge Christmas books. Real reality shows are hard to come by. We see Survivor, Amazing Race, and most of the time they're scripted. In this episode of Chit Chat, I'm telling you about 2 shows I watch quite often, but yet they're not on TV. My first show I like to recommend you watch is Mike Rowe's Returning the Favor. This show can only be found on Facebook. It premiered August 28, 2017 and is going strong today with nearly 70 episodes. Mike Rowe and his team travel the country searching for bloody do-gooders who are giving back to their communities. A review I read said, "What can you not say about this show? Mike Rowe is at his best. His comedic wit, his inquisitive manner, genuine personality. Returning the Favor is about humanity and America's heart and soul, neighbor helping neighbor. The best thing in life you can do and make a difference, shining a light and supporting others. I love the show because he calls quote-unquote do-gooders to people who are doing good. After each conclusion of each episode, Mike and his team, along with the community, help hide and give a secret surprise that will help them continue making a lasting impact on their community for years to come. Return the Favor is in its 4th season and was renewed in January 2020 and is going strong even during these pandemic times. I'd highly recommend finding Return the Favor on Facebook, Mike Rowe, and get your tissue ready. You will have some wet eyes. The other show I watch quite often isn't really a show, but a segment from the CBS Evening News or the CBS Sunday Morning. On the Road with Steve Hartman is also another series that hits you right in the heart. It's hard to say it's a show or not, but a segment or not. But Steve travels the country looking for stories of ordinary people stepping up, going above and beyond in a kind, compassionate ways. I have watched countless numbers of episodes through YouTube and Facebook, and it is simply amazing. Each story tells a specific story about forgiveness, kindness, and so on. I'd highly recommend watching Finding on the Road with Steve Hartman on Facebook or YouTube. A girl wrote a simple thank you note to her postman and got hundreds of responses. Many Americans this year have felt isolated, just cooped up at the house, staying at home. Well, Emerson Weber, known as M, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, had a hobby, writing letters. It turned into a remarkable antidote. It helped her through a lot of tough times. She writes letters all the time. One day last spring, she wrote to her mail carrier, quoted, "Just want to say thank you. My letters, I decorate them, and my envelopes, I decorate them. I want to thank you for taking my letters and delivering them. You're very important to me," she said. "I make people happy with my letters, but you do too by delivering them. In the sun, in the hot, in the rain, in the snow." And she continued, "The reason you're very important in my life is because I don't have a phone. How else am I supposed to stay connected with my friends? You make it possible." In no time at all, M's simple thank you was shared around the United States Postal Service. Many of the workers read her thank you note, and many of them wrote back. She received countless numbers of letters and postcards from them. Her simple lesson: it's the small things that matter most. Send a letter, make a call, and thank your mail carrier. They work extremely hard to keep us all connected. I want to challenge you. Thank your postal carrier. If you're in a big city or a rural town, thank them for their hard work. My final few minutes of the podcast today, I just want to give you a little rundown of the Chit and Chat podcast. It's kind of based off 1 Thessalonians 5:11. It says, "Therefore encourage one another and build each other up." I've had an encouragement page on Facebook for a number of years, and I like to reach out to people doing funny videos and sharing life, making someone smile, making someone laugh. Life is too short. And so the Chit and Chat was an idea I came up with a long time ago about wanting my own coffee shop and a place where we could come together. I didn't want a big coffee shop. I wanted 4 or 5 tables, just a place where people can come down and have coffee and just chit and chat about life. We get so busy. We're constantly running. We're constantly going. And so I just wanted an opportunity to have a venue where we could share life together called Chit and Chat. And so here we are. I'm chitting and chatting with you. And I hope you're able to respond or ask a question or give a topic through Facebook or TikTok or whatever media you can find me on. I love your feedback. I'm not the most prolific voice out there compared to James Earl Jones and these top named guys with amazing voices. And at times it's difficult for me to share what's on my heart because my brain wants to kick in overdrive and go to 5th gear. So I got to remind myself to slow down a little bit so you understand what I'm saying. My folks and my wife and kids sometimes just do a double take. They're going, slow down. What did you say? So this really is a challenge for me to share with you on this podcast without going from 1st gear to 5th gear. But I want to encourage you. I want to inspire you. I've had friends, I've lost some friends this year that have passed. And missing that opportunity to reach out to them and say, "Hey, how are you? How you doing? Can I encourage you? Do you need anything? So I'll tell you. How are you doing? Do you need anything? I'll pray for you. Don't have a bunch of money, but I can point you in the right direction to get help if you need help, if you're struggling. This year has been probably one of the most difficult years for millions of families out there. A lot of families who've lost their job. A lot of families who are waiting to get unemployment. But I want to challenge you. Keep your head up. The sun will rise again. A song by Ryan Shoup, The Sun Will Shine Again. It's a great, great song. I love songs. I love music. Some songs hit you right in the face. Prime example, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Yeah, it's probably an annoying song when you hear it, a bunch of times. But you know what? When you're going through mess, when you're going through those storms in life, try. Don't worry. Be happy. Hang in there, guys. Thank you for joining this podcast, and I'll try to make it entertaining, fun, encouraging, inspiring, and all that jazz, but I want to speak from the heart. Hang in there. Whatever you're dealing with, you can do it. It's often said, it's not how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get back up. So I want to encourage you, get back up and keep going. This has been Chit Chat, a chance for me to share with you life. And life is not, it's not an easy, cheesy roller coaster. Life is a roller coaster that goes up and down, round and round. Hang on. You can get through this. Take care. God bless. Thanks for joining Chit and Chat.